Alrighty, welcome back to the Flex Appeal podcast. I say welcome back, it's the first proper episode. This is a Christmas special. Season 1 is going to be dropping in January. For those who don't know who I am, my name is Ryan. I am the host of this beautiful Flex Appeal podcast. And today with me, I have Ethan, who is my best friend of 16 years, has been in the business of fitness and stuff for...
Wow, years, isn't it?
6 years?
Yeah.
6 years minimum.
I think I just turned, I think I was 20. 20, 21.
That's a long time ago.
21?
You're
no,
getting
21,
old.
21.
Yeah, wow. So yeah, all over a cup of tea, yes. Which is funny. So this is a Christmas special. Like I say, it's not going to lead to anything. I just wanted to get a podcast out there for Christmas. And that said, I've got a present for you.
You got a present for me?
I've got a present for you. Yeah.
Oh, God. What have you got?
Because you're not looking very Christmassy. Oh! You got to put a Christmas hat on. And I'm not even sorry. Not even sorry. So if you're watching this video, then hello, you can see us. If not, then I just present... You got a big head. Don't even fit on your head.
Full of knowledge, isn't it?
Full of something, not knowledge.
Full of knowledge.
So I've got some questions to ask you. Some Christmassy questions to ask you. So yeah, if you're watching this on Spotify or YouTube, then leave a like. If not, do comment on Spotify. I don't really know how Spotify works yet. I'm still very new to this. We did one pilot episode in July or something along those lines with Charlotte, and now we're here. We've got a studio. Actually, that's a really big update. I guess we need to do Flex Appeal updates. We've got an entire studio. Now, I built a gym, which is quite cool.
That was a thing.
That was a thing that happened. So we have a studio. There's going to be loads of different guests coming on. I've got a Christmas tree with RQDX baubles. I know. Guess who made them?
Go on.
My mum.
Is it?
Yeah, my mum. I love my mum. Right, so Christmassy questions, okay? What do you think... Because we'll start off light, right? We'll go Christmassy and then we'll go real business,
go on then.
Fitness. What do you think is the most underrated thing about Christmas? Underrated.
Underrated?
Yeah. Like, what do you think should have more attention? Being the screws that you are. Do you like Christmas? Are you a Christmassy person?
I am.
I don't think I've ever really asked you that. Because we always do New Year's races.
Yeah, we always
do the races.
Yeah, I don't know. Underrated. I would probably just say the time off. The time off is so
yeah,
underrated.
I think that's the biggest thing, to be honest
with you. Just the time off. I
think people forget that, you know, the middle of between Christmas and New Year's is a ridiculous time of year. Because nobody knows what day of the week it is.
What time it is.
You don't know what day it is. You don't know how many times you've had leftover roasts. Like, that said, though, what's the most overrated thing about Christmas?
Overrated? It's probably got to be like all of the music that you get in all the retail shops, because the music comes on
in August.
Yeah, they basically hit Halloween, and then from Halloween night, it basically doesn't stop playing.
Yeah, I think the thing that annoys me about Christmas, but
so like by the time I get there, I've had enough.
Well, this is the thing. I think we draw Christmas out for so long. Like, you finish summer. Summer's not even finished and we're already thinking about Christmas.
Yes.
And then the thing that annoys me is how commercialised Christmas is. I'm not a particularly religious person, but I don't think that Christmas should all be about how much you can spend on someone. Mm-hmm. I've never been a big present giver. I gave you, like, 2 years ago, when I did that little food basket for you? And I did one for Jamie as well, and I baked a load of baked goods. I'm very good at baking.
That was good.
So, but that was more important to me. Like, I could have spent hundreds of quid, but I'd rather do something.
You did something, wasn't it? Yeah.
You know, it's the same thing with me and Jess. Like, we try and do like a holiday or something. We don't really normally buy each other things.
No.
But that said, when you have your Christmas dinner, what do you always have of Christmas dinner?
What, turkey?
What do you have? Turkey? Do you have beef? Do you have goose? Apparently, goose is the traditional thing, and I was going to say swan. We can't have swan. You get beheaded for that still. That's treason. What is it? Goose, and the turkey is an American tradition. So goose is the English thing.
Yeah, I thought that was what's it called? They have like a day together.
Thanksgiving.
That's the one.
Turkey Day, as Charles Boyle calls it from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. So what do you always have with a roast dinner? Because you've had a roast dinner for mine. I've cooked many a roast dinner. I'm a roast dinner connoisseur, I would say. What is your go-to? Like, what do you have? What do you have to have on your plate?
Right, don't go mad. Right, don't go mad.
Brussels sprouts.
But I have mint sauce with everything.
Ooh,
I have mint sauce.
That's controversial.
I don't care if it's obviously with lamb, but like I have it with the beef. I have it with the chicken. I don't care.
What about horseradish?
Yeah, have it on the side. Like I have them in dots. But I've got to have the mint sauce.
I can just imagine you. You know, like when you go to McDonald's, you get all 4 sauces.
Yeah.
And you just dip in each one. Yeah, I can imagine that's going to be
barbecue,
you.
the sweet and sour. I've got to have all of it.
Okay, interesting. Mint sauce of everything. What do you not like? What's the worst thing about a roast dinner?
There isn't, is there?
No, I don't think there is.
Do you know what? Do you know what's overrated?
What? Cabbage.
Pigs and blankets.
It depends if you get good pigs and blankets,
I
though.
can't stand pigs and blankets.
The thing is if you get the cheap ones, the bacon always falls off.
Well, you know I don't like the bacon, innit?
Every time we go out for a cooked breakfast, we like to go out for a cooked breakfast.
Like the racist and stuff.
We go out for a cooked breakfast, and he's like, yeah, but can I have it without this, this, and this? And can I have an extra this instead? And the man just comes out with like, you might as well just order sausage and beans.
Yeah, pretty much.
Genuine. I've never met anybody who doesn't like bacon.
I've got to be really, really in the mood. I just don't.
The thing is, if you don't have the right type of bacon, like I went to a really nice hotel. I shan't name them, and the bacon was so crispy, I felt like I couldn't even chew it. It was like shoe leather. Yeah, I didn't like. But the food was really good. Other than that, what's your favourite Christmas film?
The Muppets.
The Muppets Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
Oh, what a shout!
That is probably my favourite.
Oh, Mum and Abigail used to love the Muppets. I haven't watched a lot of Christmas films, to be fair. Like, I did a movie night the other night with cadets, and they watched The Grinch. I've never watched The Grinch.
What, with Jim Carrey?
My schedule wouldn't allow it.
Yeah, you should watch. You need to watch that. That's abysmal. That you
5:30 dinner with me. I can't cancel.
Save World Hunger. Tell no one.
Tell no one. I'd be a great Grinch dressed up. I'd love to dress up as
I'd be a good Grinch.
I think the holiday's very good. Because you and Mol like to sit down and watch a lot of... Like, you like your time in the evening with Molly, didn't you?
Yeah, I like chilling.
Because we used to game all the time. Do you still have an Xbox?
I've got to blow the dust off it. I'm not even plugged in.
It's not even plugged in.
So if me and Ryan go, right, let's go on the Xbox, we've got to plan this weeks in advance.
You've got to do the updates.
One, I've got to do all the updates. I've got to find the night to blow the dust off. Second night, I've got to put the updates on. And then by the time I get there, I've got to make sure I've got batteries for the controller because they're all burnt out. Yeah.
No, this is the maddest thing. Is you probably haven't turned your Xbox on for about a year. More than that, actually. But we used to play all the time.
Yeah.
But now you're quite a homebody now. Would you describe yourself as a homebody?
Yeah, I like my own company in the nighttime. I like going home.
Yeah,
but as in like what I mean is I'd rather just sit, chill. I'm awful.
Watch
I'm like
TV.
21 with slippers on. Like at the time.
Your Jess is the same. She's about 40 years old mentally. Like she'd rather sit there doing some crochet. Actually, to be fair, if Jess learned how to crochet, we'd have problems because everything would be crocheted. We'd have crocheted capybaras everywhere.
Yeah.
The Holiday's a good Christmas movie.
The classic. Miracle on 34th Street.
Never seen it.
That's awful, Ryan.
I've probably seen more horror films than I have done Christmas movies.
I've just started a new one.
What, horror film or Christmas movie? Yeah, which one?
Derry. Welcome to Derry. I think it's Back to Derry. It's the Stephen King's one.
Okay.
They've done like a TV show.
Have you seen Terrifier?
Yes.
That's
mint.
Yeah, that's a film.
That is a film, though.
Certainly a film.
Cut it now.
I think I've watched more horror movies than I have Christmas movies.
Well, they've done like a Christmas horror film, which was Krampus.
I have heard of that. I haven't seen it, but I have. Red One with The Rock, with Dwayne Johnson.
I've seen it.
Red One. Oh my god, that was a sick Christmas film. Santa Claus was sat there, seated shoulder pressing, like 4 plates aside. It was phenomenal. That was my favourite Christmas film. I think. What's the ickiest Christmas behaviour people do?
Ickiest.
Yeah.
It's got to be biting the sellotape when you're rapping.
That's such a specific ick. That's not a Christmas ick.
That's got to be.
That's not a Christmas ick, though. That's just like an anytime ick.
Yeah. But like, it's when you go to do the last fold on the wrapping paper and the corner of the box pierces the paper.
Yeah, I don't wrap things. I don't wrap presents up because I'm such a perfectionist when it comes to wrapping things that if I do it, if it ruins it, I'm just going to throw it out the door.
I mean, I'm actually all right.
Tinfoil. I do things in tinfoil.
That's abysmal.
No, I used to wrap Abigail's presents in tinfoil. It was very funny.
Really?
Yeah, it was very funny. I still do it to Jess sometimes. I might do that this year for her, actually. It makes it much easier.
It's like Mars uses like the Mackey's takeaway bag.
That's a great idea.
Mars use that. They've got that as wrapping paper, you know.
I believe it.
You can get that as wrapping paper.
Well, I could also just go to a Mackey's and say, can I have some double cheeseburger wraps, please?
Yeah.
Not a wrap though. I don't want it as a wrap.
No, I didn't mean the bit they wrap the burgers
No, I
with.
know.
I meant.
Oh, you mean you can get McDonald's like Big M?
Yeah, the takeaway bag.
Oh.
I didn't mean what you wrap it up in.
Oh, well, I would use that too. I've got a very nice... It's a little present this year, so I think I could do that. I could wrap it up like a cheeseburger. That was my first ever job, by the way, McDonald's.
Was it?
Well, your first ever job was in a chip shop.
Yeah, it was like chip shop. I was doing chip shopping, if that's the thing. Then I was also at a cafe on the weekends.
Bloody hell.
So I did I was in the chip shop like Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
I couldn't do a chip shop.
It's awful. It was fine, but I mean, coming home every night thinking of fish and...
That was what I was like when I was at Mackey's. I used to literally come home and I'd be moist.
Yeah.
I'd be oiled up.
Yeah.
I'd literally be sat there oiled
I
up.
got so greasy. It was
And my shoes as well, because you had to have special shoes.
Yeah.
But my shoes were ruined.
Yeah.
The oil just absolutely ruined my shoes.
I think all the grease and the fat, it made me have spots.
Well, what's your excuse now? Bad skincare. Because here's the thing, right? So this is the thing. So Ethan and I have been friends since... Well, I say we've been friends since... We've known each other since 2009, technically, because that's when we joined school.
Has it been that long, yeah?
Yeah, because that's when we joined school. But you were in the same side of the year to me. What were you in, S? Or because I was in T and then R. I was T, then R. So we had tutor groups. If you're American or from anywhere that's not the UK, you won't understand. But we had form groups, and our school was huge. I actually found out that Churchland is a huge school, compared to other schools. We had
450 in it
per year group at this point. We had 8 tutor groups of 30. Because they split the year into half, didn't they?
Of course they did, yeah.
So we had 4 on our side, 4 on their side. So we were in different tutors, but we were in a lot of the same lessons. And I think we properly started talking when we did business studies. Because that's a question that I've got for you, is what's your first memory of me? Because I block out a lot of school. I hated school. I think we talked about this in the previous episode of the podcast, but I hated it.
When you went to school...
Well, this was the thing.
What I remember of you when you went was probably just being in the little PE gym.
Yeah. Me, Callum and James did that a couple of times.
Yeah. Science a little bit because I got moved around because I was naughty a little bit.
Basketball, Mr. Babbage.
That was the one.
Basketball, business studies. We finished our business studies class first. And first, we finished it early. The whole class, we were out there playing basketball. Yeah. I've got a photo of Mr. Babbage playing it.
Mint.
Shout out, Mr. Babbage.
I believe it.
Big up, Mr. Babbage.
That was just Angry Birds for the whole session.
I loved business studies.
Remember the swipe up. That's all it was.
Oh, yeah. Points. I think we had he was a great teacher because he was so laid back. So, we've known each other a very long time. We've known of each other's existence for a very long time. And but the thing is, this is a podcast. This is an interview, as it were. I've talked a lot. Tell me about you.
Well, what do you want to know?
What's the Ethan origin story?
The Ethan origin story.
The origin story. How did you get to where you are today? Slowly, because of the traffic in Cheltenham. Very slowly. Right. But how did you get to where you are? So, the origin story of your business, martial arts, because bear in mind, you are a good kickboxer. Don't leave that out.
I'm all right.
Yeah. PT, everything. So where? Take me back to the day you were born.
I would say...
I don't actually get that far back. That's a long time.
I think I was 4... starting the kickboxing. I got put in. Wow. I think it was a good idea. It's probably good for me. I don't remember if I asked for it. I don't remember if I asked for it. Or if they just put me in.
You were 4, so yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember.
24 years ago.
I kind of took to it. Was doing well, training. And then at some point, got going through the belts, doing some sparring. And I was like, I'm actually quite good at this. And then before, me and my dad used to go to the tournaments. So basically, I train most days, go do the competitions and stuff on the weekends. And I was winning a few things, and then it just went from there. And then one day I went to, I think it's, so I might even be in Worcester. Oh, anyway, I went to a British comp, something. I won it. And
just randomly won it.
Right.
Yeah.
I won it. And then in the certificate, in the cup was a little envelope at the time. And it was I thought it was a seminar. It's be in Birmingham at this time on this date. I was like, oh, okay, so we've left it, and the next thing you know, we're in Solihull doing this thing. And turns out it wasn't a seminar. It's England tryouts.
Whoa! Okay, yeah,
I was like, oh, next thing you know, I'm getting shipped off to, what was it at the time? Rome.
How old were you? That's insane. I mean, I know this. Guys, I know this already.
Do you know what's bad?
Best friends.
Do you know what's bad? I actually remember. Because before that...
Was it before you were 18? It was when you were younger.
Yeah, I was young. Like, I must have been, I can't remember, like 12, something
like youth kickboxing kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, even before that, though, like, I tried my luck. I went to Paris for the Euros.
And how many? So what? If you had, after your name, you can have like, if you got a degree, you have like,
EMD.
No. If you could have like bachelors and like MSc and PhD, like, so what is your if you had like a list of medals?
Yeah.
What's your what do they call it? What's your like card?
Lord.
No. How many times world champion? I know the answer. I know. How many times you're world champion? How many times you're a European champion? England champion?
Oh, true. Okay, sure. I've done...
Flex. It's called the Flex Appeal podcast. You got to flex.
Yeah, I don't like doing it. I don't like saying it. Because no one really kept right.
Everybody cares.
For those that care, I think I've done the Worlds. So I've done the Worlds. I've attended the Worlds twice. Won it once. Got a third on the second. The Euros, I have won 3 times and a third. The British, I think I've done 7 times. And then the Irish, I got 3rd.
How many times did you win the British?
7.
You won it 7. And this is... you don't want to... So you're a one-time world champion kickboxer.
And a bronze, but yeah.
But just because this is going to help with the interaction, right?
Sure.
This is going to help with my reach.
Yeah.
So you're a one-time world champion kickboxer.
Yeah.
You're a two-time European.
3-time
European.
Yeah.
7-time British champion kickboxer, and you don't want to talk about it.
Well, like,
you okay?
It's one of those things, isn't it? So,
if I was a world brother, I got a fucking Guinness World Record. Hang on, let me show this. I got a Guinness World Record for turning up. Look.
Well, not to school.
No, I definitely wouldn't. I got a Guinness World Record for taking part in the London Marathon 2025. And I talk about that all the time. I nearly put it in my bio, mate.
Nice.
Like, I nearly put it in my Instagram bio.
That's me.
And you're not talking about the fact you are a world champion kickboxer. Just say that out loud.
So that was a thing. That happened. And then...
Madness.
I just went into some coaches. So, like, back then I was coaching for someone else, and I was training in Bristol, and I was training in Birmingham, and doing different things like that. And then it got to a point, and then that's how I coached for someone else, which we won't go into. And then I went got part of a franchise, which was the most recent endeavour.
Yeah.
And then I was there for maybe 6 years.
Yeah, because that's when you first properly went self-employed.
6, 7.
We had a little cup of tea, and you were like, I'm sick of doing this for this person.
So I went into that. Yeah, I'm sick of doing it for this person.
So you went into then
I went into
franchise.
a franchise version. Yeah. And then I got about 6 years in, and I was like, I could do this on my own again. And I just split again. And now... now I run an academy. I run a Harris Kickboxing Academy.
And you do adults?
We got junior class. Yeah, we got little ninjas.
Yeah.
So they're like starting from 3 up to 7, 6, 7 off the top of my head.
Why? 8, 9?
No, like it's the reason.
You didn't get it. You didn't get it.
I got it. I ignored it.
Think that one. Yeah, and then
I leave it open because obviously some kids mature quicker than others, right? So
yeah, makes sense. Yep.
So you've got little ninjas, it's like motor skills, and then you've got juniors, which is like again 7. There's the buffer zone. 7's like 15, and that's the juniors, and then I got 16s plus as well. So yeah, we teach
exciting. What's and then the PT.
Also the PT.
And then PT, you're a personal trainer, online coach.
Yes, right. So
all of this stuff.
I started PTing, and then within about 3 weeks of me deciding to go for it, lockdown happened.
That recent?
What?
It's not even that recent. I was like, whoa, that was only like 2 years ago. No.
2 years ago, right. Yeah.
Wow, yeah. So 2019, I think it was.
Yeah, I built it. I literally not long started, and then the first one hit. I meant to go in, And then I come out and I was in retail. I was in the card factory. That I love the people, hated the job.
Retail's a really tough one. I've worked a lot of retail jobs, and it's a tough nut to crack. Because
I think what I found is I struggle taking orders. I think it's the employment. I think I struggle.
But I also think people shouting at you for something that's not your fault doesn't help. Like customers, I think people aren't very kind to retail workers, especially this time of year.
The amount of times that I would argue with customers, only because I knew in the back of my head that I had to kickbox and PT. Because, I honestly, my bad.
I think when you.
So I apologise to the person that I threw the bag at. You shouldn't throw the change at me, should you? So.
I think that's one thing about Christmas actually is that people are just horrible to retail workers. They forget that a lot of people are Christmas temps and stuff like that. But I think retail's a hard nut to crack. But I think once you then become self-employed, because I became a videographer in 2019, because when Abigail passed away, that's when I became a videographer, and I didn't really put any effort into it. Talked about this in my recent YouTube video. Go and watch it. But we kind of we had that cup of tea, because this is the joke, that if we have a cup of tea, business is going to happen. That's kind of how it works.
Like that's the thing. So I go back to this all the time. We was at yours, was it your mum's?
Yeah.
Sat there having a cup of tea, and we're like, right, what are we doing?
Don't like it. What are we changing?
We got to do something. And that was the best cup of tea I've ever had.
I think that just puts into perspective, though, having a good quality. I don't have a lot of friends. I've never had a lot of friends. I have a very small circle of friends, and I always consider you to be my best friend. And I think that is testament to the fact that we are such good friends. And also having that one person in your corner who's going to go, right, we're having a cup of tea, we'll sort it out. If you come to me with an issue, we're like, right, when we're going to go for breakfast, and we can sort it out.
It's all right.
Or, we'll go do this and we'll sort it out. Like it's testament to having a good quality friend can change your entire life. And I think that is conversation.
That is a thing.
Genuinely, I think that cup of tea genuinely changed both of our lives. Yeah. Because I was already in a bad place in 2019.
Yeah. It's like, if something goes wrong, cool, ring Ethan. Ethan, I need you for a sec. Okay, cool. Drop what I'm doing. Car on the way.
Exactly.
Picked up. And let's go for breakfast. Let's sort it.
But you started working at Pure. You enjoyed that?
Yeah, it was all right there. Again.
But you outgrow places, That's what happened with me with Energy. Like, I worked at Energy Fitness first, and then I outgrew it, and then I worked at JD, and then I moved here.
Yeah, well, yeah.
It happens.
I'm at Everlast now, so that's it.
And you're getting refurb soon. Hopefully, maybe. We shouldn't talk about that. Actually, maybe we shouldn't talk about that. What's the biggest win in your career so far?
Biggest win?
Yeah, what's the best thing?
Buying out the franchise and taking over.
You were happy about that. I've never seen someone so giddy. That was giddy. That was giddiness.
But you know what? Being in the part where I re-signed the second version of that contract first, that was the most expensive signature I've ever done.
Yeah, I believe it.
Why did I go for the second round? And it's like, no,
most expensive bit of ink you've ever used.
Most expensive lesson that I will I won't do again.
Well, that's one of my next questions. Is that's when your biggest win is coming into your own business or creating your own kickboxing academy.
Yeah.
And signing that over. But what is the biggest thing that you not regret? Because I don't like regretting things. But what's the biggest thing the biggest lesson you've ever learned, and not that, but anything else? What's the biggest lesson that you've learned in business? As a business person, not necessarily as a PT.
No, just in general.
But just as a business. Because I think, just to caveat that, I think a lot of people become PTs and do not become business owners. They become a PT, they do an online course. Yeah. Not even as a hobby, but they think that they're working a crappy job, right? I've been there. You work in a crappy job. And then they leave that crappy job and they become a PT. And they work 12 hours at a gym. And they think, right, I'm going to start PTing loads of people. I'm going to get loads of clients. And I'm going to charge not very much. And then they're going to start training people. And then they forget that you're not just a PT, you also you're a business owner. You are the business, right? And that's the difference I had here, was I went from being like a business owner, but also a PT. And I came to here, the studio, and I was like, whoa, I'm actually a business owner first. So what is the biggest business thing that you have learned from? Like, what's your, not mistake, but like, what do you think words?
Sometimes just implementing is sometimes better than just planning. Just do it, start, and then maybe start changing things along the way. But build momentum and actually start first. because you can perfect everything, but you've not actually moved the needle forward.
What is it? Don't wait for the perfect time, because the perfect time doesn't exist.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm like that with social media. I'm the worst because I have terabytes of footage of vlogs, of gaming clips, of workout videos, whatever. I film all of my sessions. I do, I have so much stuff and I never post it. I think you're right. Just doing sometimes is better than thinking.
And I think also before, like, I would care what people would think. Like, I don't know if it's changed, or maybe it's just because I've got a bit older. I don't care anymore. I just do it.
Yeah, but I think that comes with age. I think that as you get older,
it might be both. I don't know. Yeah. I think
and experience.
Yeah, as well. And I think as well is that sometimes realizing that you are like an actual business as well, and that when people in other companies and things like that try to like belittle you and do things like that, that actually no, I'm a company as well. Like, I'm a business as well. And to basically stand up for yourself as well, because it is mean out there.
Oh, people are horrible.
I've been thrown under the bus a few times.
It's cutthroat. I think the fitness industry, especially, awful. Is cutthroat as anything.
I honestly, the stories that I don't even know if I can name them.
No, go on. What is it? Go on. You don't have to name them. Say person X. I don't care.
Person. I'll give you an example in the PT industry. Right. This is how cutthroat it is. And like, it is wrong. It's wrong. I remember being at Pure. And person X, right? So what happened was I had a consultation booked in that was she wanted to start. Everything's great, and I said, okay, cool. Meet me at this time at the gym. For whatever reason, that she was just a little bit early, which is fine, not a problem. And as she come in, I noticed that she'd come in. I was like, look, do you want to just go chill out for a minute? Maybe go get yourself a coffee, just chill out. I was just in the middle of a PT. I was just finishing up, and next thing you know, other trainer, person X, goes and sits down with her, with a laptop, pretends to start working next to her. I'll look over. 10 minutes later, she's got a bank card out. Do you know why?
Because he's charged her.
He's just signed her up in front of me, my client. I was like, wow. That's called taking food off the table. That is awful. We had that. That's one of the worst things.
I think that is the biggest thing with the fitness industry is people poaching.
That's awful.
And they go. We had it at one of my gyms, and it was just this guy would go around. He'd go, so I just seen you finish your PT session with this person. So what are your results like? Do you think you're getting good results?
No.
Because I
can't be doing that.
No, I know. But he'd literally go up to them on the treadmill and he'd go, yeah, so training with this person, and it wasn't. He never did it to me, but it was to other trainers in the gym.
No, you can't be doing that.
But the thing is, their clients would go and tell them that this person just come in and spoken to me.
No, you can't be doing things like
that. I think because there's always drama on Instagram and TikTok,
100%.
and there's always drama.
There's always beef.
You have a lot of people who are online coaches who aren't qualified, and that's my biggest pet peeve in the fitness industry. Is people who think that because they go to the gym they can coach, because you're not PTing someone, you're online coaching someone. But I don't care. Yeah. Get a qualification. It's not hard.
You're not qualified. You're just qualified and flaunting.
Yeah, exactly. And
I disagree so bad.
I think that so Instagram and social media in general for the fitness industry is a toxic place to be. Gym talk is horrible.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many examples you can use, but I think more good does come out of the fitness industry. But I think as a PT, I think that's going back to your point about you need to not worry about what other people think about you, because it's cutthroat as anything. People will find a reason to slag you off. It doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, 100%.
They'll always say, oh, I can give you better results. I can do this better. Oh, my God, I've got more qualifications. Oh, my God, I've been doing it longer than you. I actually had somebody say to me, really nice guy on TikTok Live, and he said, I can't believe that you've opened up a studio within 3 years of being a PT.
Yeah, good.
He's been doing it for 12 years, and he's just opened one. Yeah. So I think it's tough. It is tough out here.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, sometimes everyone would be like it. Like, you always get the odd tough client, right? I mean, yes, horror stories do exist. I mean, I've had to let some go.
I think that is probably the hardest part. One of the hardest parts of being a PT is firing a client and saying, do you know what, actually, I don't think we're the right fit.
So, yeah, I mean, I can tell you that why it was funny that because you know what my humour's like. So I was bantering it the whole time. I say bantering it, I mean I was bantering like the 2 minutes before we started, and this was back at Pure. So why does it sound like all the bad stuff's happened at Pure? It hasn't. Trust me, bad things happen at every gym.
They happen everywhere.
It happens at every gym. And God, it was so funny. So anyway, client X comes in. We was not working together long. I'm talking 3 sessions at best. It was just not. I'd say like refund and just say like best of luck to you. You know what I mean? Like I'm sure you'll find help elsewhere.
Yeah. Just not for me.
Just I can't do it. So anyway, it comes in. Oh, I've got a bad arm today. I was like, yeah, okay, cool, sweet. Like, no, thanks for telling me. Like, we'll figure it out. Like, we'll maybe just work lower, maybe do a bit of core, and we'll go from there. Oh, but I did legs yesterday, so I don't want to do legs. Okay, yep, sweet. All right, well, what should we do? Some shoulder work or anything else? Maybe we can work on some mobility, or I don't know. Let's sort it out. Don't feel like that one. I said, okay. So at this point, I'm running out of muscle groups. Right?
Nothing else we can do.
So you don't want to do lower. You don't want to train back. You don't want to do shoulders. And then I said, well, should we just go get a coffee?
And they said yes.
And then they said, yeah. I said, that's the issue. We need to figure this out. Anyway, we start, agree to disagree. We end up working on the muscle group. We get moving, everything's fine. And then through conversation, she's like, okay, how's the water been? How's the sleep been? Just trying to get a general feedback.
Yeah. Trying to check in with them.
Right, trying to check in, right? And then it got to the water part, and then she's like, well, you can't be having 3 litres of water a day. I was like, well, why not? Because you'll drown. You'll know that. I was like, you what? She's like, yeah, you drown. I was like, well, she's like, surely you should know that. What did you get in your exams? I actually hold it. And then she started questioning my credentials. And I said, okay. I said, well, tell you what, don't worry about it for now. And then I said, so how was your weekend? She said, I went out with the girls. I said, oh, cool, sound. And now I spun it now. I trapped her. I said, oh, what did you have to drink?
Drink a lot, did you?
She's like, oh, this and this. I said, oh, what, I hope you have more than 3 litres. I was like, because you would have drowned. Boom! It was not a good look. I do not think it was a good match. But anyway, much love.
I think, actually, going on from that, because I've only ever had to fire one client, and it was just a long-term thing of, I was like, oh, this is just not going to work. We're not compatible, What do you think is the hardest thing about business that people, that if someone, so this is a fitness, business and lifestyle podcast, right?
Yeah, go.
So do you think people underestimate how hard it is to be a business owner or be a PT?
Yes. I think everyone thinks that all you do is, especially for things like cancellations, I think people just assume that you stay at the gym and that's all that you do, when that's not the case. When in fact that you're there explicitly for that person, to be helpful for that person, and not turning up, not showing, not doing your part of the deal is one of the hardest things that we can kind of get to grips with. Because you got to think, you just see the trainer. We're not wearing that. We're wearing the marketing. We're wearing the...
You're a one-man band.
We're wearing everything.
Every hat.
We're the CEO, if you want to call it that. We're the marketing person. We're the budget person.
You're HR,
we're the HR.
Finance. Yeah,
we are
everything.
We're definitely HR. We're everything. That's the bit I think everyone forgets.
I think that knocks on the head of being your own boss is the hardest part. I've got friends who have tried going self-employed in the past, and other PTs who have tried going. I've mentored, as it were, a few PTs into helping them focus on MRR, monthly recurring revenue, rather than block payments, and using Stripe or Go Cardless or something else, rather than sending their bank details out to random people and just hoping that they pay them. I think that people tend to forget that you are now your own boss.
This is the thing.
The buck stops with you, but it also starts with you. So you set your own KPIs every month. You don't have a manager to go, right, so Ryan, you're going to come in today and we're going to do this and this.
Yeah.
You are that person. You are the person who writes the to-do list and goes, right, so this week we need to do this. I've got a to-do list the length of my literal arm for between Christmas and New Year's to sort this place out and sort out marketing and sort out my taxes and sort out this. There's a lot more to business than it being glamorous. I think people go from a 9 to 5 and they think, yeah, I'm going to get self-employed.
No, you give up a 9 to 5 to work 24/7.
Yeah, literally. And if you don't set boundaries, even if you set boundaries, because you can set as many boundaries as you want. I don't work past 7 o'clock. I don't work on Sundays. It doesn't matter. You're still going to be stressed the other 6 days. You're still going to be stressed before 7 p.m.
And when it gets to it, you're going to do it because
it's your business. You can't just leave.
That's it. Yeah.
You run it.
If you say no, or you don't respond, you've ultimately like you've given it up. I mean, they're going to ask her, right? So it's a bit like rocking up at Tesco's. Oh, I need some bread and milk tonight. I must get this done. Shop shut, or I'm going to Sainsbury's then. You go somewhere else, wouldn't you?
Other shops are available. But this is the thing. I think that people want to set these boundaries and they go, well, I'm not going to apply after 9 o'clock. And it's like, okay, fine, I get that. You might be asleep. But if you've got an office job and you don't reply to that email, you're still going to get paid tomorrow. Right? You're still going to get paid for your whole 8 hours. You're still going to get paid for doing this. But if I lose a client, I don't take on a new one, right? Because I don't want to work on a Sunday.
So the way I caveat that is sort of like I might respond with, "Hey, I'm just eating my food right now, or whatever else. I can get back to you tomorrow, answer all your questions." But like I've acknowledged the person.
Yeah, you can't just leave it.
I'll acknowledge, but I won't go into actual work or anything in details until when it's when it's relevant, right? So.
What's your biggest piece of business advice you would give someone? So I would consider you to be a successful small business owner. Like if I look at if I go for examples of business owners, and I think of my friends who is a genuinely successful person. I don't mean just they've got a job and they've got a house and they've got kids.
School, do we know anyone now? Really?
A few people. I don't know anybody. I know that we've got a lot of people from school who are divorced, who have kids, who are still they're still dating the people that. But no, I don't think so really.
No.
But the thing is, I think when I think of business people and successful people, I think Ethan's a successful person.
Sound.
But I would consider you to be a successful business owner.
Good.
I think you've gone through peaks and troughs. But actually, you've definitely had more peaks than you have had troughs.
I've definitely had troughs, but
everybody does.
But they come.
But you're a hard-working individual. So what would you say is your one piece of business advice, not necessarily to a PT, to anybody who wants to start a business or wants to become a PT? Because again, that's your specialty. You're not going to tell someone how to start a clothing brand or how to become a nail technician, because that's just not going to help. Business skills do definitely transfer. They're transferable skills. But in terms of what's your biggest piece of advice you could give to someone watching this or listening to this?
Reinvest the profit.
I like that. Will I expand on it?
Don't blow it. Just reinvest it. I would say don't go. I would probably say get a little part-time job, something that you can keep it on. So you work your 9 till 5, but then from 6 till 10, that's where you work on you, because that's going to be your investment for you down the road. And then keep going until you can get it so it matches. Then you can drop hours. Keep going till it matches. Keep going and then drop hours. And then next thing you know, you'll be using the job. It's not as a lifeline anymore, but more of a sense of security. But it means that you can live on the job, but it means you can keep reinvesting the profits in the other one. I think that's the thing, is a lot of people start a business, they make $3,000, and they go on holiday. You got to reinvest it.
Yeah. Because they make the money, they think, oh, I've done really well. Look at my Stripe account this week. Oh, lovely. I've got the payments in. And then what they don't do is, like you say, they don't reinvest it. They then go, I'm going to book a holiday. I'm going to buy a new jacket. I'm going to buy this. As soon as that money comes in, they look at that money in the bank account and they go, right, what can I reward? They're already looking for that instant gratification. They're already looking for that reward. How can I reward myself for that? I can reward it by doubling my income by investing.
I would definitely recommend a mentor of some kind once you get to that point, if you can. Because going through the stages and what it's going to cost you to learn those failures is probably going to cost you more than what the mentor was to begin with.
That is a good point, actually, because mentorships, especially fitness mentorships, are not cheap.
They are not cheap.
But
I remember
they will help you grow to be more expensive and make more money.
I remember in lockdown, and this is how bad my luck was. It was literally the day I handed in my notice at the card shop, at the card factory. The day I went, Boris was on TV.
Hey, you must stay at home.
Must stay at home. I was like, brilliant. I've just put my notice in. No furlough for Ethan. I was like, wow.
It's make or break it moment though, isn't it?
Break. So I was like, right, okay. So basically, I wasn't in the industry long enough to warrant any sort of support from the government. And I was like, right, okay. And I've just burnt the furlough now. So I was like, I've been left to rot. So I'm going to have to do it myself. I went on Zoom. I just did everything I could online, went all in online, and knowing how long, I didn't know how long it was going to be, we were going to be off.
Yeah.
So rather than me kind of just wait until I ran out of money, I thought, and then wait for us to go back out, I thought, right, I'm just going to reinvest. And because you don't know what you don't know, right? So I literally invested in a mental coach over the phone, spent just under $2,000 over the phone. Never met this person, but I've been following them for a while. They taught me, and I probably earned more in lockdown than I did when I was out before I went in.
We talked about that on Fortnite. I remember when I was live on Twitch, I remember talking about that on Fortnite. You were telling me about this guy, and I literally remember the conversation about how you'd invested all this money, but you were making more than what you'd invested purely because you'd invested. I'm not talking about investing in stocks. I mean investing in the business, but also you are the business. I think that's what people forget as well, is you are the business. So I don't think that you should be your business card. You know, I disagree with the whole idea that a PT should look a specific way because everybody's different. But, you know, yeah, you invested that money and you made the money back from that investment. And that's what's important. Because do you think your lifestyle changed after you... Do you think your lifestyle has changed now you've become more successful, though? Because I remember you working all the time. And I think, you know...
I had some... Yeah, there was through the past, I've had multiple arguments that I couldn't control because I was overworking. There was times that me and you worked out, like when I was balancing the work.
Like 3 days off in like 4 months or something like that.
Yeah, it was. Me and Ryan worked it out. It was like I think it was 1 day off a month, and it was because I was also the key holder and supervisor for the thingy at the same time. So I 1 day off a month. I had 12 days off that year.
Mm-hmm.
That was a rough year. Yeah, you had to have that. I needed, but would I change it? No, because it taught me resilience.
I think that, because one of my other questions was, how do you think we have developed as people during our friendship? But I think that's one thing. I think you're definitely now investing more time in yourself. You're going on holiday more. You're spending more time away. And I don't mean like going away to Dubai all the time and going to, you know, all these places, like nice places. I mean, you do.
It is nice though.
But, you know, you are also going away at the weekend just to chill. We're going to London. We're doing this. We're doing that. You're doing this.
It's like even cabins, just like little quiet times away. And do you know what? Phone's off. Just so I can take time for me, the missus.
But that's such a development in your character from when we've been friends.
Oh, my
Because
life.
beforehand, you just wouldn't do anything. I remember thinking, oh, you got kickboxing until this amount of time. You ain't going to be on Fortnite tonight. You know, like that's what it was. And I think that's your biggest change as a person through our friendship, is that you have now started to take more time for yourself.
Yes. And I sort the hours, things out, move things around. Mm-hmm. My work-life balance is probably one of the best. It's probably one of the best it's been. Yeah.
I think so too. I think, what do you think's changed about me and during our friendship?
What's changed about you?
Yeah. In a good way, please. Positives.
Positives only. I think you're a lot more driven. I think you've always been driven. I feel like you've always known that you wanted to do something. It was just trying to like, the energy was always there, but it was just where to put that energy.
Oh God, it was the worst though, wasn't it?
It was like you had so much energy to put into something, but it's what project to put it into.
Because I was doing so many different things and I didn't really know what I wanted to do.
Plates. But I feel like now you're not dropping plates, you're just choosing not to pick them up.
Yeah.
And I think that's best, because it means then the ones that you've got are just spinning quicker and they're balancing out now. And the balancing of those plates is making sure that now your personal life and everything else is getting a bit more...
Yeah, we're in the right place. We're getting there. Not where I want to be yet, but getting there. No. But I think, but
it's a lot better than where it was.
If you look at 2019, you know, when I went self-employed, I was, I'm going to be a videographer, I'm going to be a photographer, I'm going to do this, and nothing really happened. Because I was very driven, but I didn't put...
Because you got the studio. Remember we got the...
Yeah. I was thinking this. I was like, I've never rented anywhere before, but then I remembered I got a photo studio.
Yeah, I remember.
And, you know, that was... I just went straight into that, but I didn't put any drive into it. If I'd have used... I always say, if I was the person I am now...
today's drive...
Yeah. If me now, 27-year-old me, went back to 21-year-old me, holy shit, we'd be in a different place. Like, I would be in such... And I said this in my recent YouTube video, you know, be in such a different place. But I think that's my thing, is I'm way more driven and way more... Bosh. Straight down the middle.
Bosh.
Quickly, because I don't want to turn this over to an hour, but, you know, it's good conversation. What do you think the hardest thing for people during Christmas is in fitness? And business.
Hardest thing in fitness.
So what's the worst Christmas PT business thing that people do?
What are you hogging the mince pies for? What are you hogging them for? You've not needed them for the last 11 months.
Yeah.
You're allowed to enjoy them. You haven't got to like get stocks in the thing.
You're not going to starve. I think that's the thing. I think people really overindulge.
I feel like your job should be like, you haven't got to hit PBs in December. You can just maintain, so you haven't got to start backwards in Jan.
Yeah, I think people.
But also, let me just spin that round as well, though. I'll meet you halfway. There's also people that go over strict for Christmas, and do you know what? I also disagree with that, because I also think down the road, when you have a memory for Christmas, you're not going to care. You're going to go mad at yourself. You're not going to care that you had one less potato on that Christmas dinner, when in actual fact you should just enjoyed the smiles of the family that you had at the time.
It's balance.
You should have just done that.
It's balance, though.
You should have just done that. For the sake of
I agree.
You should just have done that.
It's balance. So I think that, December does not have to be a PB month. Don't get me wrong. Like, I know that there's a lot of fair weather gym goers out there who will only go to the gym when it's light at 5 o'clock and when it's warmer than 10 degrees all the time and when it's not raining all the time. I get that. There's a lot of fair weather gym goers.
We start in the dark and finish in the dark.
Then there's also those winter arc people who think that December means hoodie up, train to absolute failure on every single exercise all the time, 5, 6, 7 times a week, 2 hours of cardio per day. Like, they think that this is their moment. I think that you have to remember that Christmas and December is a tough month for most people anyway, mentally.
Yes.
Like, it's already not an easy time because people can't afford the presents that they see on Instagram.
Yep.
People's loved ones aren't here anymore.
Because people feel obligated that they have to replicate.
Absolutely.
They have to they gave me a temp. Everyone does it in value, right? Perceived value. Like, everyone goes, oh, I spent £40, I'll have £40 back and I don't have it. So, but I feel like sometimes you stitch people up.
If you can't be kind to yourself during December, then when else can you be kind to yourself? Like, you need to, like I said, don't overindulge. Do it. It's a tough one, isn't it? Because you don't want to, you never want to upset somebody by saying an opinion, but someone will get offended, obviously. But I think, balance.
Hey, you got to be offended, innit?
What is it? To be. Something. Ricky Gervais said something. To do something, you have to risk being offended. To be successful, you have to risk being offensive, or something along those lines.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Something like that.
But I think you need to promote balance, and PTs should also be promoting balance. Don't get me wrong. If you're on a diet, if you're on prep for bodybuilding next year, then don't throw everything out the window. Don't get me wrong. But please, for the love of Jesus, do not come to my Christmas dinner with a Tupperware container of chicken and rice.
And don't forget the mint sauce.
And don't forget the mint sauce.
Don't forget the mint sauce.
Where's the lamb sauce? What is the worst fitness trend that you've ever seen?
Fitness trend? Mm-hmm. I'm going to cause a fire now.
Yeah, go on.
High Rock.
I knew you were going to say that. High Rocks has made £140 million this year. High Rocks' business model is one of the best in the world.
Ooh, sled push. Ooh, skiing. You're odd.
Ooh, you're odd. Sorry.
No,
Sorry.
I'm playing. But do you know how you know that person does like High Rocks?
I'll tell you.
They'll tell you about it.
Or you'll see the patch.
They'll see the patch. Or they'll walk around with the medal on.
No, but they don't do medals, which is sad. I would rather a medal. I think the thing with High Rocks' business model is phenomenal. Like, because not only is ticket sales are reasonably expensive, like tickets are not cheap to do High Rocks, but then
You've
also
got the accommodation to go with it. It's everything, yeah.
But it's everything. It's the High Rocks merch. It's the patch. It's the High Rocks affiliated gyms. You're going to post about it, so everybody else is posting about it. It's the High Rocks certified coaches. Yeah. Like, High Rocks is not just a racing; it's a brand.
But that's the I'm on about now, and it's like the amount of new coaches that have come out that are only posting the High Rock stuff.
Yeah, which is all like a ChatGPT or a My PT Hub template. Which is fine, okay, don't worry about it. But do not charge me £150 a month to use a template. Please.
Agreed.
Don't get me wrong, I use a skeleton program for a lot of my clients. Well, that just means that I've got like the basis of a program ready. But no.
Well, yeah, right, because you got to think, if I'm doing a bench press and I want to put some muscle on, and Ryan's in a bench press don't take it personally. I'm just saying as an example because I'm going to go one way or the other.
I can bench more than you.
Right, I was just going to say, if one's losing weight and one's gaining weight, we're both still going to do the bench press, right? It's not mutually exclusive.
Yeah, but I think
There'll just be extra things that we'll do. There's extra steps to include on top.
I think high locks I'm going to do a high locks next year. Mark my words. I'm going to do a high locks, at least one.
I ain't.
But I don't think it's a bad fitness trend.
I think it's no. I just think it's just caught the world now.
The thing that high locks should be for everyone. So running a marathon, you can run a marathon in 2.5 hours, or you can run it in 8.5 hours. Nobody cares. You're running it still. Like nobody should care. You're still running it. But with high locks, it's all of these.
It's all performance.
It's all about aesthetics as well, and how fast you can do it. And I get it's a race. It's a fitness race. I do get that. Right? It's not a marathon. It is a race. But I can't stand all the topless lads. I just can't stand it. And I think the thing of high locks is the ego boost. The egos of the people competing are redonkulous.
I mean, there's probably other trends.
I just can't think of fitness trends. Like, what do you think? What counts as a fitness trend? You know, like training to failure, Sam Sulek kind of vibes, or is it bodybuilding as a trend? I think, but you know, I'm hot and cold when it comes to bodybuilding.
Yeah, trends is difficult, but there's someone that comes to my mind right now.
That's the only. When I think of a high lock, like a trend, I think high locks, like CrossFit was a trend, or like running seems to be a trend for people, or like, you know, I don't know. I don't know. That's the problem.
Fair.
Right, let's start rounding this up then, so we can quickly finish this. Right, so I'm going to give you a quick fire Christmas quiz. Christmas film: Elf or Home Alone?
Elf.
Turkey or beef?
Turkey.
Brussels sprouts, yes or stay in hell?
They're all right with mince balls.
Snow day or cozy day indoors with a fire on?
Cozy with the fire on.
Train on Christmas Eve, yes or no? Because you don't work on Christmas Eve.
I do not.
I'd train on Christmas Day if I could, but I don't celebrate Christmas the same as everybody else does, because Mum doesn't want to do it on Christmas Day anymore.
No, fair enough, yeah.
So,
and do you know what? Shout out to the gyms that do that. Some people just,
there are gyms that do open on Christmas Day.
And people think, what? I get asked this all the time. Why? I'm like, I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, not everybody celebrates Christmas, man.
Perfect, exactly. Some people just want to get through the day.
Mm-hmm. I think the last, at least the last 6 years, we haven't celebrated Christmas on Christmas Day with Mum because she hasn't wanted to, which is totally valid.
You do it on a different day.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like Christmas is different for everybody.
Yeah, I agree.
Best Christmas song to train to?
Christmas song.
Yeah.
I've only got one word in my head, but I can't say it. But like I know how it goes, and I can't say
Oh,
it.
Fairy Tale of New York.
Probably.
Is it the one that...
Yeah.
One thing you want to leave in 2025?
One thing I want to leave in 2025.
Ooh, that's a good one. High locks.
Oh, wow.
One thing you want to leave in 2025?
One thing in 2025. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. I don't want no ag this next year. I just want to just be able to like...
Well, that is wishful thinking.
I want to promote. I want to just be better than I was last year. But not... Yeah, I don't know how I'd say it.
One thing you want to bring into 2026? God, I can't believe it's nearly 2026.
One thing I want to bring in?
Yeah, what's one thing you want to keep with you in 2026?
I don't know if it's going to be a thing straight away, but there is, I don't know if it's going to be 2026, but I'm optimistic. And the one thing I would like to do personally is go look into sort of like, I'm 27, 28 now.
God, you are getting old.
I want to look into the, maybe my like family stuff. They can look into that.
Little baby Ethans, yeah. House?
Yeah, well, this is whatever we can do, really. Mm-hmm. And then business-wise, I want to franchise that bad boy now.
You're going to get other people to run?
I want to have franchises.
Nice, big boss, man.
That's what I want.
Okay. And I think that's kind of all the questions that I was going to really come into. We've got some deeper ones. I was going to talk about the moment that made you feel the most proud this year and what motivates you now that didn't motivate you in 2018. But I think we've kind of gone through all that.
Things change all the time. And
yeah.
I live by a like a Japanese proverb. all the time.
Is that the one that you wanted to get tattooed on you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you told me I wasn't allowed to get a tattoo of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's called Kaizen.
Yeah.
And all it means, it's becoming 1% better every day. That's it. All it is. Because the reason it's like that is because you can put it for everything. You can improve the relationships, better communication. You can do it with family members, which is funny, touchy subject at the moment. You can do it with business. You can do it with everything. You can do it with sleep. You can do it with training. You can do it with recovery. You can do it with food. You can do it with absolutely everything. Everything that you're interested in, that you want to improve, you can apply it to.
I think that says to me as well, like small incremental improvements.
Yeah.
You don't have to be perfect every day.
Yeah.
You don't have to go 100% better every day.
Yeah.
You just need to make that 1% change.
Yeah, I think sometimes people look for the shortcut, and I think the shortcut is the one that you're doing, because what happens is if you want to get to a like an area, right? You're like, it's almost like a let's just pick a business one, like knowing if I'm continuing on the route that I'm on in 10 years, I know I get there. And I know it will happen, but because it's not happening in 1 year, I think it's not working, so I give up. But that was the shortcut, just not.
Yeah. Because you haven't given up. The shortcut is the not giving up option.
Yes.
Yeah. I like that actually. 1% better every day. I do like that because, like I say, it's like you say, you can't have a perfect. Not every workout can be perfect. Or you're still turning up.
Yeah. Some are there to build muscle. Some are there to build habit.
Absolutely. What is it? No such thing as a perfect workout. There's another good saying. No such thing.
Proper cheesy saying now, right?
What
is that one? It goes when it's like hard roads. Don't ask for better. Don't ask for easier roads. Ask for stronger legs.
It's like what is it? A calm sea never built a strong sailor or a good sailor. All of these things. I agree with it 100%.
Yeah. But whatever resonates with you, like that's ultimately what it is. So yeah, I like Kaizen. And it's original from karate, so it's kickboxing. It's like martial arts, so hence why it works perfect for me. That's why I like that one.
So because you want to, so just circling back, you want to franchise out.
I'd love to do that down the road. Yeah.
And what does that look like for you? Do you want multiple
locations? Yeah.
In Gloucestershire, or do you want one? Would you start Gloucestershire, like Cheltenham, Cirencester, Tewkesbury, Stroud, and then go from there? Yeah, that's a good idea. I wouldn't suggest going to Newcastle first. Like doing HKA in Cheltenham or Gloucester and then HKA in Newcastle upon Tyne.
Why
man? You want to do some kickboxing? No, that's Irish. That's Irish. That is. But you want to do some kickboxing? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. Like, yeah, I would love to do that down the road. I think that's the way that I want to do it.
What do you think's stopping you?
Stopping at the moment?
Yeah.
I just want to do I think I want to just keep the attention on myself at the moment. Keep growing my own. And then, because it's working, and then I would like to be able to offer the same sort of like opportunity, because I'm sure. And the thing is, I love the sport, right? So I think the more people that can do it, the better. It's only ever done me good.
Question: are you going to start competing again?
Oh, I think it's going to have to be that. I think it's going to have to be something else.
Are you going to start competing again? You should. If you're as good as you say you are, man, why are you not competing?
Why?
Yeah. Would you like get back into it? Like do a boxing match, do a kickboxing match?
Yeah, but I'd love to do that.
Why not then?
There's not enough time in hours in the day.
There fucking is.
Do you
train already?
Yeah, I do train. That's the issue.
Yeah.
Do you know what the issue is?
What?
The people that I'd be going against, I train six days a week.
To train 6 days a week?
If
it's only for one fight?
I physically can't.
You could.
I'm already training.
I reckon you... The problem I've got at the moment with the marathon, because I'm running the marathon again next year, FYI, make sure you sponsor me, is I like training a specific way, and I don't want to stop training that way to then train for something else.
This is me, I think.
Like I would love to get back into martial arts and like do jiu-jitsu, do BJJ again, like do MMA again. But training for that,
so different.
I love being strong. So running 30 kilometers absolutely terrifies me. Although I really enjoyed it. But doing the training hurts my brain.
Yeah.
Like doing a high rocks, the idea of not going in for a bench press and trying to hit a new PR for one rep max hurts my brain. Mm-hmm. I'd love to see you do a camp.
I think what it is is because you've known me in school, and I was, well,
Little.
I don't think I'm still I'm short now.
Short king.
But I like to think I've put on some size now in comparison to what I used to be. Right.
Be a bit of a concern if you're the same size as 13-year-old Ethan, wouldn't it?
Wow. The point is, right, is that like I think it's because where it's actually changed. That's why I like training the way I do.
That's the same with me, though.
Issue.
I like being strong. I don't care what I look like. I just want to be able to bench, squat, deadlift, shoulder press, as much weight as physically possible.
Yeah.
Because that's, I think my goals for 2026, I think I would like this studio to become a hub. I would like it to be a community hub. I don't want it to just be a gym. It's not just a training space. It is I want to do sports massage in here. I want the podcast to take off, and when I say take off, I don't mean I want millions of followers. I do. I'd love to be famous. I was actually talking to one of my clients about this yesterday. I'd love to be like well known. I'd like to walk into somewhere and go, oh, it's you. Like that would be sick. Yeah. Like I'd love that. I'd love KSI kind of vibes. Like famous influencer vibes, AB vibes,
That'd be cool.
But I think my thing is just building up a good quality community and just branching out in other ways. Like I want to help more people. How can I help more people? By being more known, better known.
I think that's, do you know what? I think that goes back to probably one of the best advice you've given them. It's like sometimes you'll get outbeaten by the people that are worse than you, but only simply, not because they're better, but because they're more well known.
Yeah, that's fact. But also, they're the kind of people who will just do something because they don't care. Like they'll go and post crappy, the worst quality content, but because they're pumping it out like a factory, they're getting known more. So people think, but if you post once a week and it's crap, and it's really good, then you're probably going to get beaten to the post by someone who posts 7 times a week, but it's bad quality content. It's just quantity. I think that's my big thing is I just want to grow.
I think that's me.
I think I just want to grow. I want to be more consistent in and out of the gym not as a PT, but as my own training. I'd like to switch my training up.
Yep.
I would like, because eventually, similar-ish to you, I would like multiple PT studios. Not ones that I run, but like in Gloucester, I would like another PT studio. In Tewkesbury, in all of these different places. I know so many people are doing it. I know a plethora of people who have got PT studios now. There's one 4 doors down. Like but then when you work at a gym, there's 15 other PTs at that gym. Right, or like at JD, there was like 9 other PTs. So it happens, right? It's competition, but we're all there for the same goal. What I would like eventually is a bigger studio in Cheltenham, which can house more people. So I can have it's only clients still. So once you're my client, but you can come in and train anytime because it's big enough that I can train a client and you can do your session at the same time. And then upstairs, PT like podcast studio, clothing line. I'd like to bring back a clothing line, and then. Have satellite studios off from that. So someone else can use this studio. 2 people can use this studio. Someone else can use a studio in Tewkesbury. Because I think...
This is so similar to what I'm saying. It's like satellite to the way to go.
Yeah, I think so. Having one hub. So if I could have the RQDX training hub and it be a 2,000 square foot place in Cheltenham, and it's big enough that you can do a class, or you can do 5 of my clients can be in there and I can be training a 6th, and it's comfortable because at the moment 2 people could train in here, but it would be very close. Small group training is fine, but 2 separate people, it would be a bit close. But I would like to have that space. That's sort of my boring,
No.
I would like to have that space.
This morning and got
I'd like to have that space and then satellites off from that. That would be my goal, is to branch out. I would like to become a business owner. I don't just want to be a PT anymore. I want to run a business. Like I want a business, Flex Appeal, clothing line.
I think, do you know what?
Gyms.
I think, because we've gone from a cup of tea.
We have. We should have a cup of tea with this.
Cup of tea now, yeah. But we've gone from a cup of tea to this, and don't get me wrong, it wasn't smooth sailing at the start.
Oh,
right?
God, no.
We changed loads of few things. I mean, like...
You carried me out of a club before.
Yeah. Well,
over the shoulder.
I've tried everything. I started a YouTube one before.
You did quite well on YouTube, though.
I did a YouTube one. I got like 3,000 subs. I did another one before, and I opened a clothing line.
Did you?
Yeah. Called Prey Outfitters.
I didn't know that.
I opened a clothing line. My third one was a Shopify store for drop selling.
Yeah. Drop shipping.
Drop shipping with like Amazon affiliates and FBAs and things like that. I've done stocks and shares.
That's a really good point, though. Sorry to interrupt you. That's a really good point about business.
It probably won't be the first person.
The first thing you do probably will not be the last thing that you do.
Yeah.
If you look at a lot of these people, like
the guy from Gymshark.
Oh yeah, look at Ben Francis.
Ben Francis works in Pizza Hut.
Yeah, but sometimes your first business idea might work, and that might be all you ever do.
Yeah.
But most of the time, for most people, you will try and you will fail and you will fail and you will fail. And you will either fail and learn from it. So when I was a videographer, I wasn't putting enough effort in. I wasn't spending enough time on the business. I was going out and doing photo shoots and stuff, but I wasn't doing enough on it.
Yep.
So I've learned from that. Like the clothing line, same thing. From streaming, right? From trying to be a professional streamer, I've learned from that. If you can learn from your failures, then you cannot actually fail because it's not a fail.
No, I feel like
you're
just
learning,
brute forcing your way through. Like you're making it almost impossible.
You have to brute force. Yeah, you make it impossible not to succeed.
Yeah.
If you keep going and keep going and keep going and put an effort in,
you to the point where it's unreasonable for you to not succeed.
Work so hard that it's unreasonable for you to not succeed. Yeah, I love that saying. Work so hard that it's unreasonable for you to not succeed. I love that 1,000,000%. Finishing off the podcast, what's one piece of advice you would give to your younger self this Christmas?
Younger self this Christmas.
Yeah, because it's Christmas. So I've done Christmas questions.
And younger self, how old are we talking?
Just younger self. 17-year-old? 10 years ago? Any time today?
Oh, I don't know.
I would give the advice to my younger self of actually start putting in the work and don't worry about how hard it is because it will work out in the end. Because at the moment, it might seem really, really hard and it might seem almost hopeless. But if you put the harder you work, the luckier you get, right? And like you say,
you put yourself in those more opportunities.
You work so hard that it's unreasonable that you don't succeed. So I would say do the hard work. Stop pussyfooting around the hard work because that's what I used to do. I used to just think I don't want to do the hard work. So do the hard work, and you will be able to relax and have a good time when you're 65.
Yeah, I think for me it was like looking for someone to keep learning from all the time, and then it should just be, dude, just take the reins, just do it. You don't need someone else to hold your hand. Just do it.
Yeah, just
do it.
Just do it.
Do it. You're so Shia LaBeouf.
Nothing is impossible.
Do it. Just do it yourself. Just do it. And
don't wait for anybody else. They're not going to help.
Yeah,
I like that. Well, everybody, Merry Christmas. This is going to go out before Christmas. I don't know when before Christmas. I won't put it out on Christmas because nobody will watch it. So I hope it hasn't been more than an hour or so because I had a timer set for 35 minutes and that went off a while ago.
That's per topic.
Per topic. But I think, good conversation is good. So I don't know how long these podcasts are going to be. But listen, if you're not already following the Flex Appeal podcast on whatever social media platform, Spotify, anything else, I don't know how to get this onto Apple Podcasts and everything else, but whatever streaming platform you're watching or listening to this on, make sure you're following us. Give us a good review. Suggest people that you'd like to come onto the podcast as well. I've got a good list of people who are going to be coming on season 1. Season 1 will drop in January. I'm saying it now on the interwebs. It will drop in January. I appreciate you very much for coming.
Onto the Explorer.
Onto the Explorer?
Internet Explorer.
Oh, onto the Internet Explorer. Bloody hell.
Onto the Firefox.
Onto Firefox.
Onto
what is
Linux.
it? Opera? I appreciate you for coming. I'll make sure that all of your links are down below, but if you want to follow you, what's your social media handle that you use most?
If you would like to follow me for any PT advice other than Ryan as well, happy to help. So obviously yours truly is Ryan. Otherwise mine is Harris Online Coaching, which is for the Insta. But if you're here for kickboxing, then I am HK, Harris Kickboxing Academy.
We have the same surname if you didn't know.
Right. We won't get into that. But
not related.
Do you want to tell them the funny story?
Which one?
The one that Mole did.
No, we'll leave that for an Easter egg.
Okay.
We'll leave that for an Easter egg. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, listening, engaging, saving, downloading, sending this to your friend, whatever it is. I hope you will have a fantastic Christmas, however you celebrate. If you don't celebrate Christmas, then I hope you have a fantastic Thursday, because that's when Christmas is this year.
Yeah.
Have a fantastic Thursday. And if you do celebrate Christmas, have a great time, however you celebrate it. Merry or happy, just have a good one. Thank you very much for watching. Big things coming in 2026. Over and out.
Yeah, over and out. Don't forget the mint sauce!
Fucking mint sauce.